Hey nerds, I'm here. Oh, give me a second. I got a sneeze. Okay, Miguchi. Okay. I currently have Hope purring next to me. Let's just, Do you want to say hi to the people? There we go. She said hi to the people now. We're back at it again at Krispy Kreme. I mean, Court. Ace Attorney, my beloved. And so unbelievably crazy. So, apparently, I did finish the second game. Like, last year. And I just didn't remember. So guess we're back at it. Guess we're back at it. Stop looking at me like that, Hope. You look so offended. Is it because I'm not giving you attention? Oh. Why were you putting your back leg on my hand? You good? Yeah, she's good. Okie dokie. My throat is going to hate me. Because if you weren't here for the first game, it's a lot of talking. I don't do a lot of talking. So, despite the fact that I've been called a chatterbox multiple times in my life, I don't talk all that much, IRL. So reading out all of this is going to be fun. Thankfully, the first trial, so to speak, first episode of the games are usually one stream worthy, but it takes a while. And like all of the veterans who have played Ace Attorney before, I will in fact be using a walkthrough. Unless it is blatantly obvious what I am supposed to do. Because also, if you aren't aware, the longer the game goes on, the more utterly absurd it becomes. I just finished episode 2 of the third game this week. It's insane. It's stupid. And it had me going, huh? It's like I want to play them for myself before I play them for stream. Because I know for a fact the way I'm going to react if I don't know what's coming is gonna be not ideal. And when I tell you that it is absolutely batshit insane, I'm telling you, it's it takes a certain brain capacity. Also, the pun names are going to be making me smack my forehead. So if you hear an audible clap, That is my palm making contact with my forehead. Because, my god, some of the names are ridiculous. Fuck, I just realized his name is Phoenix Wright. And he's right. Oh my god, I saw that slam pick up on the mic. Fucking hell. That's what I get for having an omnidirectional mic. You ready, Hope? I kind of don't want to be ready. I do love this game, but it's like having an aneurysm sometimes. It gets more complex and more complete and utter bullshit the longer it goes on. So hello again, my old friend. Okay. There we go. There's that music. We'd love to see it. And I have the objection sticker as well. But yeah. There's the trilogy. Oh boy. We are in for a treat. We're gonna be starting a new game though. Gotta get chat out. Because I didn't bring it up. I finally got the soundtrack for it. Which I am very pleased about. Not in my lap. No thank you. I will pet you, but no lap. Not while I'm streaming. You're gonna bonk your head on the desk otherwise. And I'm not gonna be able to reach my laptop. Yeah. You gonna start mowing at me again? Ooh, we'll stick the leggy far out. Yeah, I love you too, baby. Okay. Stream manager. Love the music for this. The music is always a vibe. I'm gonna poke skill real quick. Don't mind me. So we are on the second game, Justice for All. Hello. Yes, hi, princess. I do love you. I do. Anyone else click on, like, the thing for Twitch on, like, a Discord server, and then it decides, it wants to completely, God, that's quiet. I'm just realizing that. Y'all are barely hearing anything. There we go. That's better. Okay, I just heard the noise over the playback. That was my sister. Oh, let's poke out the room. And that is why I have my door closed. Because my family is loud. Right. Here we go. Back to my good game. Right. Hello. Hello, my princess. So yeah. There are 4 in this one. Instead of the bullshit 5 that it was last time. It's really annoying. Damn. We lost it. How did I get into this mess? I don't know. That's far enough. You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Are you sure about that? What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence. You are no longer worthy of your title. September 8th, 9:08 AM. District Court. Defendant Lobby Number 1. Shoes on the couch? My man. What a nightmare. And I bet it was this ringtone that caused it. I really shouldn't be dozing off right before a trial starts anyway. Huh. Looks like they hung up. Ah, good. I finally found it. Oh, yeah. Talk about a close call. I hate to do this to you, but... It's nothing personal, Mr. Attorney. I'm sure it isn't, buddy. A few minutes later, District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Ouch, my head. It's throbbing. Why does it feel so foggy in here? Good morning. Good morning. What's wrong? You don't look well. People are at their best first thing in the morning. Where's that fighting spirit? Sorry, but can you please turn the cheeriness down? My head sort of hurts. Roger that! Am I in trouble or something? Huh? Trouble? Wait, never mind. You're a policewoman, right? Thought maybe I'd done something wrong. What are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble. What? I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix, right? Life in my hands? You promised me. You said you would prove that I am not guilty. Not guilty. Just when I thought all hope was lost, when all the other lawyers had laughed me off. Leave it to me, you said. You, the one and only Phoenix Wright, came to save the day. And just like that, I was moved to tears, sir. I'll never forget what you're doing for me. Ever! Sure. What is this girl babbling about? Actually, I really love to watch court proceedings. I always root for you to win. And I'm off duty, I like to come here and... What's wrong? You've been acting really strange and you keep staring at me. You're making me kind of nervous, sir. Oh, sorry. Afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? Mr. Wright, how can you say that? How can you do this to the fragile heart of a girl about to go on trial? You're absolutely horrible. No, I mean, I didn't mean it like that. Is this how a defense attorney treats his clients, sir? I can't believe this. No, it's just, well, I think you have the wrong person. Yes, who am I? Why am I drawing a blank? Well, I know who you are, but this is the convenience of the second game. The quote-unquote tutorial level. The trial will begin shortly. Will the defendant and her lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately? The trial's about to start. I'm counting on you in there, okay? I guess I must have amnesia. How can you know you have amnesia? Let's see, what can I piece together? From the sound of things, it's probably safe to say I'm a defense attorney. No! Really? And that girl, I said I'd prove her not guilty. I can't believe I made such an irresponsible promise. No comment. Ugh, someone please tell me this is just a bad dream. Why do I get the feeling this is one dream I won't be waking up from? Because it isn't a dream. Dipshit. September 8th, 10 AM. District Court, courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. What is it, Mr. Wright? Are you talking to me? Do you see any other defense attorneys here? I guess not. Now then, are you ready? Yeah, sure. I guess I should say yes for now. Are you ready, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Wait a sec. If my life is in my hands, I should really do the responsible thing. Actually, you see, Your Honor, my memory is kind of... The court will not hear the defense's excuses. Because the defendant is a member of the police, this case is under great scrutiny. Therefore, we must make this trial fair but swift. I believe I have told you this before. I hope you're not telling me you've forgotten. Actually, I have. Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Yes, Your Honor. As I'm sure you're well aware, the defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was a fellow police officer. A policeman? You did what to a policeman? It wasn't me! And besides, Dustin and I, we weren't lovers like that. In any case, the prosecution will prove that the guilty party is none other than the defendant. Very well. Mr. Payne, please call your first witness. It's been a while, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you've learned since last time. I won't show you any mercy this time, rookie. Okay. And who are you again? Dude, I almost forgot he was a thing. Legit. The prosecution calls Detective Dick Gumshoe to the stand. Here we go. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright. Nowhere to hide. I am so dead. He looks like a kicked puppy. Witness, please state your name and occupation. My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Look at him. He looks like a kicked puppy. I feel so bad for Gumshoe most of the time. He gets bullied so bad. You don't look very well, detective. Well, sir, the defendant, she works under me, so, you know. You work under that detective? Yes, sir. While I was a trainee, he was always watching out for me, sir. He's such a wonderful guy, sir. I'll never forget what he's done for me. Okay, calm down. I believe you. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Yes, sir. It happened at the park near headquarters, Expose Park. The victim was one of the local cops, Dustin Prince. Dusting Prince. Like you do in a murder scene. Oh. We are, what, like 10 minutes into the game? And I already have my head in my hands because of the, naming convention. And no, I did not clock this the first time I played through. He is pushed down from the benches on the upper path, sir. The landing beat his body up bad and snapped his neck. The details are listed in the report that was distributed yesterday. Ah, yes, this autopsy report, correct? Why do I not remember getting a copy? See everything in order here? If the estimated time of death is unusually well documented. The victim's watch stopped on the impact of the landing, sir. The result of the autopsy confirmed the time of death. If I may, Your Honor, the prosecution would like to submit this photograph. Very well, the court accepts it into evidence. Crime photo 1. Victim fell from the walking path above. Now then, I recall at yesterday's preliminary hearing, a very important piece of evidence was brought to our attention. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, sir. Yes, I guess. Mr. Wright, is your head on right today? There's a very crucial piece of evidence found in the victim's body. Was there? Have you lost your mind? Well, actually, it's just nerves. Give me a second. What? How can you talk like such an amateur? I thought you were a pro, sir. Alright, sir, I'll help you through this. At a time like this, maybe you ought to take a glance at the court record. Fuck off. Look at neck, covered in bruises. Glasses. Let's actually take a look at this. Okay. It's just, I'm wearing my watch on the same wrist, but I remember something about that being wrong. Court record? Yep. Info about evidence and people involved in this case are all listed there. So, oh, we haven't taken a look at profiles. My client, the only thing I can recall is that she's a policewoman. The victim and a policeman. It seems he was stating the defendant, Maggie Bird. The prosecutor for this case lacks presence, generally bad at getting his points across. Detective at the local precinct, in charge of initial investigation. Aw. Yes, I know. Temp, huh? You know what you're talking about, don't you? It's too bad I'm a cop, right? Just think, I could totally be a legal aid instead. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Court is in session. Save your chit-chat for later. Sorry, Your Honor. Well, I guess I better check the court record and see what I can find. What was it again? Tab? Alright, Mr. Wright. Let's see if your notes are in order. What was the piece of evidence found underneath the victim's body? Glasses. That's simple, Your Honor. A broken pair of glasses. That's right. The victim grabbed his killer's glasses as he was being shoved, sir, and held onto them as he fell. Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye? Those glasses you're wearing. Yes, this is my spare pair. But these glasses they found at the scene of the crime are not mine, I swear, sir. You sure about that? Look, it was a coincidence that on the same day I accidentally stepped on mine. A coincidence, she says. Ugh. Your Honor, I have further evidence to present. Oh, you have more? And this evidence is very decisive. I'm sure it is, you pain in the ass. Wait, does it have first name here? I didn't register. Winston Payne. Wince and pain. Yep, that sounds about right. Very well. Let's hear from our witness about this evidence. Witness testimony. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area, sorry. Can't read right apparently. But he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. No, the fuck it isn't. No, the fuck it isn't. You'd think if this dude was dating Maggie, he'd know how to spell her name. I mean, I know what happens in this trial, but you know, still. You'd think they'd all realize that it was a misspelling. With this piece of evidence and the glasses, it's hard not to say she's the culprit. Besides... Thank God for wearing my headphones. Great thing about these is it can connect to two devices, so it's connected to my computer and to my phone. Which, I'm not going to tell you what happened, but just be grateful that my headphones were attached, because you guys would have gotten blasted with noise. This is a picture of the writing, Your Honor. Why, this is... Yes, I can see her name is clearly written here. The prosecutor would like to submit this picture. Understood. The court accepts it into evidence. And I swear if CL comes in here with the meme that they did last time, because CL made a meme last time with the judge, and it's blurst. As if the glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious. The victim even wrote your name clear as day on the ground. My brother in Christ, look. But, I already told you! Those glasses aren't mine! And how do you explain his dying message? It's a conspiracy! I'm not guilty, sir! Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine? This is it! I'm counting on you. Sure, but what am I supposed to do? What? This isn't like you at all. Normally this is the part where you get in the witnesses' faces. Get in their faces and do what? Guess there's no way around it. Okay, I'm going to lend you a hand. Prosecutors' witnesses all hide things from the court, which means that they lie from time to time. Lie? But isn't that detective your superior? Well, even if they don't mean to lie, sometimes people just remember things wrong. Like that detective. He does sort of look like a scatterbrain. Poor gumshoe. Getting the end of the beating stick. It doesn't matter. Either way, it's bad for us, sir. That's why when you question witnesses, you have to find and expose their lies. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Talk about trial by fire. Here goes nothing. So because I can expose the lies, we should be alright. About those glasses, do you have any proof those belong to my client? Lenses are for nearsightedness and are almost the same strength as hers. Even the frames look kind of like the one she's wearing in her ID, pal. What should I do now? Maybe. We're in real trouble if those glasses really are hers. It's probably better to back out while we can. Ugh, why don't you believe in me? The culprit's name. Yeah, I was surprised too. I don't want to believe it, but was the name that of my client? We're in court again? We are. Apparently I forgot that I completed the second game last year. So we're back at it again at Krispy Kreme. And since you missed the first bit of it, Phoenix Wright got smacked on the head with a fire extinguisher and currently has amnesia. Which is how they're making up for doing the tutorial level without making Phoenix Wright sound like a fucking idiot. So, he's currently got amnesia. Story is, this time round, Maggie Bird, the client, supposedly killed Dustin Prince. Dusting Prince. Her lover, by pushing him off a bench area. This piece of shit is the prosecutor again for the tutorial. He is in every single one for the first 3 games, I think. And then obviously we have our beloved Dick Gumshoe. King that he is. The cell phone has the wrong call tune. It has a classical tune. The one that goes Phantom of the Opera. I believe that's what it is. He broke his neck. Nearsighted glasses were found underneath him. Broken. Supposedly they're Maggie's, but we don't know that for certain. This was the initial photo. So, you know, pushed from bench area up here to down here. And then he supposedly, and I say supposedly, wrote her name in the sand. Now, note the spelling. And then note the spelling on the profile. Absolute bullshit. Absolute, utter bullshit. But absolutely certain. Sorry, pal, but that's what it said. This is a picture of it. No matter which way you look, it still says Maggie. It's got a point. Hey, hold on! Huh, don't me. I know the picture says Maggie, but once she mentions it, something does feel kind of off about this picture. That's how you know you found a contradiction. Now hurry up and present some evidence. So that's what spotting a contradiction feels like. Better check the court record again. I just did that. Tab. Let me present her profile. What is it? My man's is rediscovering himself. What's come over me? Without thinking, I just blurted out objection. I yelled at the top of my lungs, finger outstretched, ready to take on my opponent. What a rush! Shut up. Detective Gumshoe. You talking to me, pal? Please state the defendant's name for me. What are you trying to prove with this futile exercise, Mr. Wright? You'll see. This is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer. The defendant's name, if you please. Where is this ridiculous questioning coming from? The defendant's name is, Maggie Bird. How do you determine the spelling when for you it's only auditory? I think someone needs to check the court record. Okay, now I like to believe that they actually have the text boxes in front of them. And that's how they're determining, like, specific spelling errors. Okay, that's my headcanon now. What? It says right here that it's Maggie Bird. Ah! It looks like the bird caught the cat napping. What's going on here? I have no idea either, sir. As you can see, the victim did indeed leave a message. Okay. Brain, read the sentence, say it correctly. The victim did indeed leave a name, Maggie. There we go. I said the sentence correctly this time. Christ. However, the defendant's name is actually spelled Maggie, E-Y. This is a blatant contradiction of facts. Yeah, it's not Maggie with an I-E, it's Maggie with an E-Y. Oh, how about that? I hadn't even noticed. Bruh. But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly. May I remind you that it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing her lover? If they were truly lovers, it would be impossible for him to not have known her name. You're a dramatic piece of shit. Also, I just, a minute ago before you popped into chat, I realized that the prosecutor's name is Winston Payne. Winst and Payne. Which makes sense. He's really irritating. This is very true. Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor? Are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince, were in fact lovers? Yes, I'm quite certain, Your Honor. They were a well-known couple in the police force. Detective Gumshoe, please testify for the court the relationship between the victim and the defendant. Yes, sir. A little bit jealous, sir? Are we? Officer Prince and Officer Bird had been going out for about half a year. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Officer Bird had gotten Officer Prince a present. It was something she had bought over 2 months ago. I should know because she came to me to ask what she should get for him. Oh! Those two sounded like they were close. Nevertheless, tragedy struck. Yes, I see. You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright. Aye, aye. Captain. I suppose. Over 2 months ago? Yep, she's a very considerate woman, pal. So, what was this birthday present? She got him a glove. A single glove? Why would she only give him one? Actually, Your Honor, the glove in question's baseball glove. Oh, I see. A baseball glove. Officer Prince was a huge baseball fan. A baseball glove? Press further. Just now, I believe you said that the present was something she had bought over 2 months ago. Yeah? Are you saying she bought the glove at a store that far in advance? Nah, nothing like that, pal. Then, what is it like? She ordered it. It was custom made. Custom made? The glove was custom made. Yup, that's what I said. So the glove was custom made. Your Honor, I really don't see how this glove is related to this case. Yes, it would seem that there is little relevance. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Do you think this glove is really relevant to the case? Of course it's relevant. I don't know where this will lead me, but of course it is relevant. That glove is the key to this whole case. Yes! Bluffing to the max. Now this is the Mr. Wright I know. I'm so happy you're back, sir. I was wondering how long it'd take. This is great! Trusting people. Feels like I've done this before. You have, dipshit. As if I used to do this to squeeze information from even the most tight-lipped people. You have, dipshit. Ooh, a whimsicott. Very well. If you are that convinced, then let's hear some more about the matter. Actually, I brought the glove with me today. And? Why didn't you say so earlier? Hurry up and show the glove to the court. Well, I didn't think I had anything to do with this case. Anyway, this is it, sir. It's, rather yellow, isn't it? Birthday present from Maggie to the victim, who's custom made. Officer Prince really liked the colour yellow. Me too! Twins! CL, I see you playing Portal 2. That's why you had to special order it? Yep, that's right. That and one other reason. I think this court has heard enough. It is clear that the victim and the defendant were involved with each other. Thought that was a banana glove. Oh my god, you have no idea that is actually relevant to the case. I am not shitting you. That is legitimately relevant. Yes, that's correct, Your Honor. Now, if that is true, it brings up an important question. Was the name Maggie really written by the victim? I see your point, Your Honor. Detective Gumshoe, please tell the court a little more about the name on the ground. You're kidding. I seriously am not. The fact that it is bright yellow and looks like a bunch of bananas becomes relevant later. It's hilarious. We first looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. We found that there was sand trapped under the victim's fingernail. There were also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote the name with his right hand. That is also relevant. I can still write fairly well with my left hand in sand. Yes, a perfectly logical conclusion. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Thank you, Your Honor. I'm sure... Okay. So, just looking at this, if you try to put your hand in the same position, it's for your right hand. If y'all don't know anything about baseball, that will in fact become relevant. Are you absolutely sure? I believe in the power of science. I wonder if my evidence is solid enough to counter with. Dustin really wrote that message with his right hand. Do you think I would have gone through that much trouble to get him his present? Oh, I see what you're posting in the Discord, CL. We are not bringing that abomination back. I think I would have gone through this much trouble to get him his present. The present? What about it? Yes, fine, we'll go back. Tab. We need to present the glove, I believe. Detective Gumshoe, take a look at this. That's the glove, right? Could you tell the court what is special about this glove? Not special, I never really thought about it, but it's really yellow. And that's about it. Yes, it's really yellow. But that is only one of its qualities. Huh? There's another reason why it's special. And what would that be? It's very simple. This glove is made for a left-handed person. Left-handed? Why, you're absolutely right. This glove is made to be worn on the right hand. That's why it has had to be custom made. I've never seen a bright yellow left-hander's glove for sale. Have you? Well, no. So, detective, which hand did the victim use to write the name with again? That's easy. Look, it's obvious from his picture that it was his... Wait a sec. Don't forget that the victim was left-handed. Ah. Yeah, which is what's fucking with me with the watch. Again, it has been a while, so I'm remembering vague bits and pieces, but I can't remember absolutely everything. But yeah, if you see, his watch is on his left hand, which it's not inherently uncommon. Oh, thank you, Ace. It's one of the 10. I mixed the model up this time. It's fun. But yeah, the issue here, like, the watch he's wearing is on his left hand. And while it's not entirely uncommon or weird for a left-handed person to have their watch on their left hand, it's more common for you to have your watch on your non-dominant hand. So it seems a little weird that his watch is on his left hand if he's already left-handed. I object. Overall, Mr. Wright, I would like to know what your line of reasoning proves. There's only one conclusion that can be drawn. A left-handed person could not have written a message with his right hand. Unless he was ambidextrous, bitch. As I said before, I can still write in sand pretty well with my left hand. Therefore, the person who wrote the name Maggie could not have been the victim. I mean, he straight up wrote her name wrong. We've seen this. Straight up spelt her name wrong. Which, you know, kinda already proves the point. Order. Order! When you think about it that way, then yes. It is not possible that this name was written by the victim himself. Bullshit. Then that means Maggie is... No! It's not possible! Gonna be popping in and out with revision, maybe a while because I get distracted easily. Perfectly fine, my guy. I'm totally chill with that. I don't know, I'm just vibing with this. The music's good though. Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. The evidence the prosecution has presented has failed to prove the defendant's guilt. In fact, I believe you have proven her to be innocent. The music is good. Yeah. I got the soundtrack. It doesn't have all of the music. I'm being very normal about the model. Gnawing on the bars of your enclosure casually. I did get the soundtrack. It doesn't have all of the music from the games. But it does have a good portion, and it's quite good. I think you're lying, CL. Alright, you did it, Mr. Wright. Phew, I feel like I can breathe again. It seems that we have reached the conclusion. You did a fine job once again, Mr. Wright. Your Honor? Ah, well, thank you, sir. So you got complimented by the judge again. You're really good. And that's why you can't give up being a lawyer, sir. You joking? I'm more than ready to retire. God, if only. Oh man, the only time you retire is when you get your badge taken away. And then when you get it back, you are straight into the bullshit again. I will now announce my verdict. This court finds the defendant Maggie Bird. No, not yet! God fucking damn it, you pain in the ass. I mean, please give me a few more minutes, Your Honor. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Payne? The prosecution is not finished yet. What do you mean? We would like to call our next witness to the stand. What? And what did this witness witness? The moment the victim was pushed to his death. What's more, he saw the very face of the culprit. I know damn well that you're acting like you've just seen ankles for the first time. I mean, Ace ain't wrong. Ace ain't wrong. What the heck? Listen. You've been called out. They're pretty. This is a drawn version of me. This is a caricature. Caricature. There. Caricature. Ha. Can't say the word. Okay, complete side tangent. Why would you not use this witness first? They didn't use him first because the detective slash, you know, just straight up dick gumshoe every time has to give a brief overview of what happened, so the court is relatively up to speed on what happened. Because if you're calling a witness up and you basically don't know what happened, if the prosecution starts going, it's pronounced caricature. Yeah. Certain English words, despite being, my mother tongue, is difficult for me. Shut up. Order! Order in the court. I believe a recess is in order. Afterward, we will hear from this new witness. I had a feeling this was a bit too easy. Need more information. I have to see what I can find out during this recess. I can't let my guard down. It's only going to get tougher from here. Court is adjourned for recess. Tougher? Anyway, back to history. Bye. Yep. See you in a minute, buddy. Yes. Okay, so these are my 3 saves for my personal saves. Yeah. So it goes year, month, day. Yeah, so I didn't clock that I completed it on the 11th of December. Like 30 minutes to midnight, apparently. Ignored that this was 30 minutes past midnight for the 3rd episode of the next game. Which ones? Well, stick it in 8. I was hoping you'd stumble over it anyway. Yeah. Amnesia? I can't believe my lawyer's trying to defend me in such a state. Why didn't you tell me, sir? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to mention... I'm sorry I didn't mention it to you. Oh, I know what to do. I hear you can fix something like this with a really strong shock to your system. Come on, lower your head a little. A Maggie kick should be all you need. No. I think I'll pass on this one. Come on. I'm sorry. Whenever I see someone in trouble, I have a hard time leaving them alone. I tend to stick my nose where it doesn't belong and try to tackle everyone's problems. Well, my head's one problem you won't be tackling today. Well, we're here to solve your problem first. We can deal with mine later. For now, do you think you'll fill me in on a few things? Of course, I'd be honored to. Well, guess I'll start with my name and then I can tell you about me. No, that's okay, really. I think I know you and your name pretty well by now. I was wondering if you could help me figure out a few things about myself. So my name is Phoenix Wright. What a weird name. This is serious. You really don't remember? I'll tell you what, sir. You can have this back and maybe it'll help. This is a business card? I got this from you. It's my most prized possession. You can borrow it for now, but please give it back, okay? Okay. There's some numbers written on the back. Oh, that's your cell phone number. A business card. I handwrote my cell phone number on the back. I guess for now we should stop talking about me and start talking about this case. This case? Yep. Can you think of anything that would be helpful for me to know? What can I tell you? Can't think of anything other than the incident with the cell phone, but... Cell phone? Yeah, your eyes lit up when we talked about it at the detention center, sir. Hurry up and tell me. This might be very important. Okay, Roger. Do I not get to hear about it? Oh, good. It's on the day of the crime, just before 6 PM. I picked up a lost cell phone while on a walk with Dustin. Yeah, this is the tune that was playing at the very start when Phoenix got whacked on the head. All of a sudden, the phone began to ring. Beep. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie. We agreed to meet up at 6 PM. Dustin and I waited for the person to show up, but they never did. So where is the phone you have found now? I gave it to you yesterday. Huh? To me? that the phone in my pocket? You mean this? Do you think it has anything to do with the murder? I don't really know, but if my eyes lit up... Ah! You were here all along! You're so mean! I called you a million times, but you wouldn't pick up. When I went to check in the courtroom, everyone had already left. Now who the heck is this? Let me guess, I'm supposed to know this girl too. Hey! Good morning, Maggie! And a good morning to you too, Maya. So, how's it going? Is there a word for worse than abysmal? Oh, and what if I said that everything would be fine? That's right, it's Maya to the rescue with the ultimate, ultra-decisive, super important evidence. Here you are, Nick, the thing you wanted me to bring. Huh? Oh, thanks. What the heck is this, a list? There's about 20 people's names and phone numbers written on it. It's kind of tough, but I managed to dig up some dirt. Looks like these guys are up to no good. No good? As a group of con artists the police are currently investigating. I think these guys are members of that group. Can I read the list, or is it... Dang it. Why would a group of con artists pop up in a case like this? Don't look at me! Where did you get this list from in the first place? What? Did you remember, Nick? You're the one who asked me to look this up yesterday. Oh, is that right? Those numbers were in the memory of the phone that Maggie found. So that's where they're from. You're awfully forgetful these days, Nick. I hope I never get to be a forgetful old prune like you. Maya, actually Mr. Wright is... Mr. Wright, recess is now over. Please bring the defendant and return to the courtroom immediately. They got me to play Portal 2. Yeah, I saw that. In the corner. Oh, oops! Guess you have to get going. We can talk about you being old later, Nick. I don't remember who she is, but I get the feeling I know her. Oh boy, do you! Wish us luck. I guess I have all the pieces now. More or less. All that's left is to put it all together. I'm not going to lose this. I can't. Come on, Nick. Better get a move on. Yeah. I do like her hairstyle. It's cute. Court will now reconvene. Please call your next witness to the stand, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. But before I do, if I may say a few words. What is it, Mr. Payne? It's about the next witness. He has a tendency to say things that rub people the wrong way, you see, so I asked that the court might be a little lenient on... There's no need to give a preface, just hurry up and call your witness, please. Yes, Your Honor. The prosecution calls its next witness, a drifter who was walking in the park, taking a walk in the park on the day of the murder. Please state your name for the court, witness. Before I do, I'd like to clarify a little something. Look at you, you pretentious prick. This is the dude who whacked Phoenix on the head, by the way. Smash. No. Definitely not. Huh? Oh, alright, go ahead. Just now, you introduced my wonderful self to the court, correct? Perhaps as a drifter who's taking a walk? Did I? But I will not stand for that. Now you've tinted the court's eyes and coloured me wrongly. Sure, I suppose. Oh, fucking... It's one of these. Yes, I understand. I'm very sorry. I will be more careful from now on. What is he? A human chatterbox? Ugh, I have to question him. Fashion, cars, women, glasses, and of course university. First rates only need a plier. One of those things doesn't match up. And oddly enough, it's the word glasses. Glasses? But you aren't wearing glasses. Yeah. I noticed that too. Your name, witness. Oh, is that how you want to play this? Using your power and influence to keep the young people down. I see how you work now. You old people and your dirty tricks. You thought you had me, but you thought wrong. I'm sorry, it won't happen again. This judge has the object permanence of a toddler. Oh man. I forgive you. Alright, I suppose I can tell you my name. I am Richard Wellington, the drifting virtuoso, with a PhD in drifting, as it were. If you wanted to, you could call me a university student in transit. Mr. Wellington, on the day of the murder, you were taking a strolling through the park, correct? It appears that you're attached to that word. If you must, then, by all means. But I remind you that I am in no way a prepubescent boy out on a walk with Mummy. If you must know, I am... Anyway, please testify to the court about what you saw during a walk through the park. See, you said it again, taking a walk. You know what you witnessed will do, Mr. Wellington. Yeah, my brother in Christ, I'm about to rip that blonde streak out of your hair. I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above, right in front of my eyes. For that thought, I looked up, and there I met the eyes of a charming young lady. Of course, I remember her sweet face, but that of the pretty defendant there. The only other thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer. So you remember what I said earlier? That the baseball glove is very yellow, and you commented that it looked like a bunch of bananas. This baseball glove. So, funny how that works out. That's certainly a decisive testimony. Decisive? Nick, did you just hear what he said? Yeah, that's all you have to say? How can you be so calm? Strange, my mind is very calm and clear. Is it? Mine's cackling. Maybe it's because I believe in my client. You mean Maggie? Yes, and if she really is innocent, then that can only mean one thing. That guy's lying. He's on crack. Which one? All of them? You may now question the witness, Mr. Wright. I'll find out the truth, no matter how well you craft your lies. The banana? Well, it's actually more than just one. More like a bunch of bananas. No! Really? Now what would a bunch of bananas be doing there? And why would I know such a thing? I'm only telling you what I saw. That's really strange. Maggie never mentioned anything about a bunch of bananas. That's it, Nick. He's gotta be lying about the bananas. He could be, but there's no reason for him to lie about there being bananas at the crime scene. What if it's not a lie? Well, maybe he thought it was seeing one thing and it was something else. If he mistook something else for a bunch of bananas, then that would be an inaccuracy. Think, Phoenix, think. My client is innocent. There's no way she could have seen what he says he did. Which means we can somehow show he's lying. Yeah, that's exactly what we need to do. She's right. I've got a sharp mind. I just wish I could remember who she is. Is everything okay, Nick? No. Man was nowhere near. It is incredibly funny what happens after this. Mr. Wellington, I believe I have the bananas you saw right here. Ah, so you knew about the bananas too. Why didn't you say so earlier? But don't think you can use this as a way to pull more information out of me. And that's where you'd be wrong. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Isn't that the baseball glove? Huh? What? A baseball glove? Doesn't it look delicious? Care for a bite? That's not... It's a... No. Your Honor, I think this proves one very important fact. This witness has bad eyesight. By the way, just how bad are your eyes? Huh? Why are you asking me about this all of a sudden? Your Honor, it is very simple to mistake a glove for a bunch of bananas. No, I don't think so. Objection overruled. You're one of those people. Yes, you know what I mean. One of those people who refuse to accept. Oh, he's going at it again, ladies and gentlemen. Just let him ramble. That is why I asked you how bad your eyesight is. They're both 2200. Suppose you're going to tell me that's terrible, right? Why are you not wearing your glasses today then? That's because I lost them recently, you see. Of course I was planning on getting a new pair made right away. But you know, my glasses were no ordinary glasses, so to replace them. How about when you witnessed the crime? You wearing your glasses then? How about it, witness? You are an unrelenting, evil man. You wanna speak, you bitch. I really thought he was about to give a slap. Fair. You're one of those people. You're one of those people. The gays. I know what you are. A homosexual. Which boils down to you not wearing your glasses at that time. Therefore, the identity of the woman at the scene of the crime and that of the defendant cannot be proven to be the same by this witness. But the height difference was only 9 feet. It's very possible for him to see the face of the culprit standing on the upper path. Witness, please be more accurate in your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake. Okay, so I know both of you in chat have glasses. My vision isn't that bad. Like, everything's ever so slightly fuzzy if I take them off. I don't get star emojis on PC. Fair. Do either of you know what your glasses strength is? Like, what your eyesight is? Because mine's obviously not like 20/20. It's less so. But do either of you have eyesight that bad? Because I'm nearsighted, technically. $2,200 is legally blind. Oh, okay. So I'm guessing this man is just seeing blobs at the moment. If anything at all. You need to be 20 feet away to see what someone with normal vision could see at 200 feet. Cringe. Imagine having bad eyesight couldn't be me. Now then, please continue with your testimony. Please tell the court what happened next in the moments after you witnessed the crime. The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realised I was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. I'm not legally blind, and I would likely also be unable to see the glove as a glove and not bananas without glasses. Yeah, from 20 feet away, I could probably tell that it was a baseball glove. with a little difficulty. But I could still tell it was a baseball glove. I'm worse for reading at a distance than I am for identifying. After that, immediately called the police station to report the crime. Must have been 6:45 PM when I made the call. My brother in Christ, why did you wait 15 minutes? Must have been a lot of free time in their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes. So the person who was on the upper path saw you and then ran away. Yes, that is correct. Which is why even someone without a superior brain like mine can understand that. That girl is the murderer. You may question the witness now, Mr. Wright. Just did an impromptu test. I mean... hang on. 9 feet away I can barely identify plug sockets. Jesus Christ, man. I mean, if I stand at my window and look outside... Give me a second. Yeah, okay, so my rough estimate, if I had to guess, the cars that I can see outside, my mother's and our next door neighbours, I'd have to say, minimum 10, probably further, closer to like 15, maybe even 20. I can read the license plate. Technically, I think I could legally drive without my glasses. It wouldn't be advised, not by any means, but I think I would be able to legally drive without my glasses. So, I definitely can't. I can't legally drive, so it doesn't matter whether or not I'm wearing my glasses. I can't. I don't have my license yet. The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as I realised I was there. After that, I immediately... Why did you wait 15 minutes? Me neither? Yeah, well, you're, like, younger than me. It's understandable. But I've had my provisional for 2 years and I still haven't booked a lesson. I've had one lesson, ever. And that was because my parents got a coupon for a single lesson for my 18th birthday. And I've only done one lesson. I did get to 3rd gear though. Apparently my parents were impressed that I got to 3rd gear and did reverse and didn't stall the car. I'm still ever so slightly fuming over failing my test on Wednesday, don't worry. Yeah, 3rd gear. I don't know why everyone's so hyped about that. Okay. Ace, as someone who's done driving lessons, what is the hype around me getting to 3rd gear in a single lesson? What is the hype? Why is that so, like, a cheer from everyone who knows how to drive? Because I really don't get it. How do you know what time it was? That detective told me. You know which one I mean. The one with the jacket that makes him look like a dropout from a no-name high school. Hey pal, I graduated from a pretty good, top-ranked college. I don't believe this. It doesn't matter. I don't believe I was mistaken on what time I called. I honestly have no idea. You have no idea about it. Gotta go fast hype, you know? Maybe? I think it's because I've never actually officially driven a car. Like, I sat in my grandfather's lap when I was like 10 and we drove the rust bucket that they were getting rid of around the estate they had. because they had like a rusty old car that was going to get scrapped. It still worked, but it was like on its last legs. So he sat me in his lap in the driver's seat and let me not switch gears or press the pedals because my feet couldn't reach at the time, but he let me like control the direction of the car with some minor assistance. And I've driven a Legoland car and watched my parents drive. So I don't know. Maybe it's because they expect someone who's never driven like a full-ass car. 30 miles per hour is what you do in third. You have a 1 in 5 chance in taking out a pedestrian if you hit them. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I was like, the higher gear, the faster you go kind of deal. So I guess it's that I was driving at roughly 30 miles per hour and doing fine. Because I didn't hit anyone, I didn't need to make a swerve maneuver, and I didn't freak out. I think that was also one of the things, like I didn't freak out as much. I did freak out a little bit doing the reverse, but only because someone was actively coming toward the car while I was reversing. So I got dunked in the deep end, roundabout first lesson. Ooh. Yikes. Yeah, I didn't do a roundabout, but I did go around some sharp corners. And it was like, it wasn't like road, it was like gravel road. You know, when it's like gravel pathing instead of like road, like tarmac. So I suppose that's also an impressive thing, apparently. If I'm wrong, that detective obviously doesn't know how to tell time. What? Why you're just some lousy kid who... I think the court can see your point. Anyway, how did the police respond? Yeah, gravel paths I assume aren't fun. No, but I'm very familiar with them. I did drive a ride-on lawnmower. I think that might have also helped. I don't know. I've driven a lot of things that aren't a car. or like an official car. Bikes, Legoland cars, drive-on lawnmowers, a car that I was in the driver's seat but I wasn't technically like driving anything but the direction because I was, you know, doing the steering wheel, and that was basically it. I don't know. And maybe it may be prior experience. But I get nervous about the idea of driving by myself. Huh. I think the court can see a point. Anyway, how did the police respond? Must have had a lot of free time. Shut up within 10 minutes. So you're saying there were police on the scene by 7 PM. They got there before that, I think. There usually aren't many people in that area at the time of day, but suddenly, before I knew it, there were people crawling all over, gawking. Certainly says something about the morals of the people in this country. Can't find anything out of the ordinary in this testimony. Will you take one more look at the court record? Oh yeah, me too. Nerves are what got me in the test. Oh, yeah. I think I'm more nervous about the way my parents drive rather than myself driving half the time. Because my dad has done the typical dad thing when they freak out the whole family. When they're driving on a straight road, it's completely dead empty and he swerves the car a little. Not enough to cause a crash or anything, but just a slight wobble to freak us out. I think that's a normal dad thing. Typical dad thing. Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, okay, good point. Forgot about that. Yes. Can't exactly quote a typical dad thing if you don't have a dad. But if it's anywhere near how Grandad drives, then I get it. Might be. My mum, for lack of a better term, she used to drive, like, a Fiat Panda. Like one of those kind of little cars. And my dad called it go-kart driving. Just because, the way my mum drives versus the actual capacity of the car wasn't equivalent. My mum needed a heavier car, for her style of driving. She's not a bad driver, but, you know, it was like driving in a go-kart, apparently. I could see that. The car used to rumble a bit if she was going a bit too fast with me and my sisters in the car, because it wasn't really used to having 4-person weight in there. Although you could probably call me half a person at that point. Tiny. Mr. Wellington, would you please take a look at this? You mean the victim's autopsy report? According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28 PM. So what of it? You said that you called the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by the time you called the police, it was already 6:45 PM. There is clearly a 15-minute gap here. Do you deny it? I think this court would like to hear what you were doing during this 15-minute gap. The witness was in shock at the time after witnessing a terrible murder. It's only expected they'd be a little dazed. 15 minutes is hardly what I would call a little dazed. Agreed. Mr. Wellington. Yes? Explain yourself. What were you doing during those 15 minutes? Trying to very, 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 very slowly type the numbers into a phone. Since I'm pretty sure my brother in Christ was having his face an inch in the numbers. Answer the question. Spit it out. I was searching for a phone booth. A phone booth? You mean you don't have a cell phone? You and your questions, as if you're trying to open up all the layers of a... Let me think. Mom kept mistyping because his nose was hitting the keys. That's a good one. That's a good one. Matryoshka. Russian nesting doll. I'm just gonna say that. As if you're trying to open all the layers of a Russian nesting doll. You must think you're really something special. Witness. I lost my cell phone. There, you happy? You lost it? Unbelievable. You lose your glasses and your cell phone? You must be very scatterbrained when it comes to your belongings. What? You're saying first rate people are never allowed to lose things? Have you ever heard that all geniuses have... Oh, he's doing it again. Him and Old Bird would get along like oil and water. Enough. Oh man. Wait, hold on a second. He lost his cell phone? Nick, that cell phone, could it be? You mean this phone Mackie found? There's no way. Boy, I didn't see this coming. What should I do now? Question further. Mr. Wellington, what's your cell phone right now? Huh? What are you getting all excited about? You seem to be a little confused. I found my phone, I'll have you know. Here, see, here it is. Oh, I see. Looks like he's got his phone. Thought that just maybe this was his. Well then, I think we've cleared this issue up. At the time of the murder, the witness did not have his cell phone because he had lost it. Therefore, the delay in his search was caused by his search for a phone booth. Well, that's the gist of it. I just put it that way and leave it at that. Do you have any further questions, Mr. Wright? There is something. Your Honor, the witness testimony does not make any sense. I don't believe that there was ever a need for a witness to search for a phone. How dare you! You can't just make outrageous claims like that. You do have some sort of proof, don't you? Well, yeah, of course. This evidence should be good enough, I think. Alright, let's have this proof then. Please present proof that the witness had no need to search for a public phone booth. Give me a second. This is where the wiki comes into chat. Because I actually can't remember what I'm supposed to click here. Fuck you. I don't think it is the phone. Because he didn't have it on him or anything. The guide I tried to find literally just gives all the instructions and doesn't help with, like, I've got to be specific. As Attorney Justice for Rule. Okay. And fuck you too, Automod. Proof that you didn't have to search for a phone and the phone was at the scene of the crime. Well, Maggie had it, not Dustin. Ugh, that sucks. Oh my god. Trying to find, like, a thing? Pitch ass game. Uh-huh. There we go. Oh my god. The original guide that I used, it's really annoying. Because for some reason, the page keeps going blank. I genuinely can't see it. And it's really starting to piss me off. Because it describes what's going on beforehand instead of just giving me the inputs. But I need the reference for where I was beforehand. Because now I don't know, because it's just giving me all of the thing. Strategywiki.org, ladies and gentlemen. It will appear briefly, and then it will decide, nah. You want to use the wiki? No. Fuck off. And every single other guide is just inputs. I don't want the inputs. I want to actually know where I am. Oh, that shit. Right, thank you. What? Okay, so apparently I think it's this. It's quite simple actually. Please take a look at this. At the crime scene photo? Is there a problem with it? Oh, there's nothing wrong with the picture. If you don't understand my logic after looking at it, something is wrong with you. No, it's a photo booth. A phone booth. I'm a dumbass. I think we all established this. All the defendant had to do was walk 3 steps. Mr. Wellington, why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you? Ugh. Order! Order! What does reporting the crime a little late prove for the defense? A little? 15 minutes is not a little. Witness can't explain what he was doing for those 15 minutes. There's reason enough to throw suspicion on his testimony. Yes, this is very true. But you have to save yourself, witness. I bet this phone really is his, Nick. He must have killed Dustin to get his phone back. Maggie said that she was going to return it to him, so there's no reason for him to kill for it. And on top of that, we still have the phone she found anyway. What if he wasn't looking for his cell phone? Maybe he was looking for something else. Was he? Mr. Wright. Yes. Do you have any thoughts you would like to share with the court? Can you offer an explanation as to what the witness was doing for those 15 minutes? Yes, I have an idea. There's only one possible explanation. Alright, let's hear your explanation. However, be forewarned that if your explanation is not persuasive, you'll be penalized. Think carefully before you present, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Ugh, I probably shouldn't have said that. There was only one possibility. Please present to the court the one piece of evidence that will answer the following. Why didn't the witness call the police right away? Check his hard drives. Mr. Wellington. What? Don't do that. You almost gave me a heart attack. These are your glasses, aren't they? Ah! Where did you find... Gah! I believe the court all heard what you just confessed to. And these glasses are, in fact, your glasses. I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. These glasses were found under the victim's body. Under the victim's body? Yes, under the victim's body. Order, order! Now wait a second, hold on. I didn't confess or confirm anything. Your Honor, I think the answer is quite clear here. As he fell, dust imprints grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew he had to find his glasses and search frantically for them, but he didn't realize that they were under the victim's body. And that is why it took him 15 minutes to make that call. Mr. Wright, are you indicating the witness as the real murderer? Of course, that is precisely what I am doing. It's convenient that every single time this happens, one of the witnesses happens to be the real murderer. Dead convenient. Ooh, I'm not making that noise. I know I'm right. He is the real murderer. Did you figure it out, Nick? Yeah, this would never happen. Yeah. But then again, this doesn't work like any real court ever does. If you ever watch any of those videos that says a lawyer reacts to Phoenix Wright cases, they will 100% tell you that is not how anything in real court works. There are a few things here and there that are correct, but for the majority, this is not like how court would work at all. I don't doubt it. Yeah. More or less. It turns out this cell phone was the key to this case after all. Anyway, now this is our chance to deep six this guy. I'll sink him in one shot. Yeah, this is so exciting, watching you work again. Somehow my old self is coming back to me. It's time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of a knife. This is the moment I've been waiting for. I'm sure it is, even though I've got several things that I need to do after this. Your Honor, the defense is making a mockery of this court. Without any solid ground to stand on, he accuses the witness of being the murderer. Yeah, that's right. I'm no criminal. This third-rate fraud of a lawyer. In that case, why don't we look at it from a different perspective? Let's hear your explanation as to why you are not the murderer. Why, it's easy. For example, there's the name the victim wrote. Oh, you mean the name Maggie? Yeah, even an idiot can read that, right? We already know this was not written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie E.Y. and the victim was left-handed. In other words, in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's hand to write her name on the ground. But, wouldn't that mean that the real criminal was someone the defendant knew? Otherwise, how else would that person know her name was Maggie or Maggie? That's a good point. The witness didn't even know of Miss Bird before this trial. I forgot. Was there any way this creep could have known Maggie's name beforehand? Ah! We fucked up. How about we start this from the beginning? Just speed through this. I fucked up. blinked, what happened? I clicked the wrong box. So we're restarting. Which is a bit dumb because I was like halfway through it. Oh, I can hold backspace. Never mind. There we go, I don't have to keep clicking enter. I did it done, I did it done. This is fun, this is fun. We're just skipping through this bullshit. God. Holy app, yeah. We skipping through this. I'm not even holding the backspace button at that point. Dude just wants to ramble for the sake of rambling. My god. He really does like to ramble. Maybe he's related to Old Bird. Old Bag. Okay, we're back up to speed. Yeah, okay, so Ace. This was a screen I fucked up on. It was hovering over there was no way. I need to go for the one below it. There was a way. So I did it dumb. There was a way. It would be best if I could prove that the witness had a chance to learn the defendant's name was Maggie. Now, will the defense please present its case? How could the witness have known the defendant's name? This cell phone? Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone with you on the day of the murder, correct? So what if I didn't? When you realized you had lost it, what did you do? What did I do? You didn't. Didn't you try to find it by calling it? Why, how did you... Your Honor, these questions have nothing to do with... Overruled. Mr. Wright, where are you going with this line of questioning? Do you think there is some relation between the witness's cell phone and the murder? I do, Your Honor. Pardon me? On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up a lost phone in the park. And she also received a phone call from the owner of the phone. Judge definitely prefers the prosecution. I mean, not this one. He's also a very easily manipulated idiot. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can get this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie. That was when you heard that her name was Maggie. But you made one fatal mistake. Fatal mistake? My client's name is Maggie, E-Y, but the name that was written on the ground was Maggie, I-E. This is a mistake that could only occur if you knew how her name sounded. I'm sure. Order! Order! But Your Honor, the witness has no motive. And your point is, it's very simple, Your Honor. A person usually would not kill someone without a reason. Only in this universe? Holy shit, have you not seen how real life really works? That is not a viable reason. A person usually would not kill someone without a reason. Plenty of people get killed without reason. Man hasn't seen anything ever. Yeah. Mr. Wellington had no reason to kill anyone. That's absolutely correct. I don't have a motive. Mr. Wright? Assuming somebody has to have a motive to do something means you clearly don't understand how the human body works. Or the human psyche, at least. I've made a spontaneous noise out of nowhere. For no fucking reason. I had no motive to make the noise. I wasn't reacting to anything. I just made a noise. I can have a motive to do something and still not do it as well. Exactly! That's what procrastination is! Could you explain what motive this witness could have had? It's very simple, Your Honor. You sure, Nick? If I said I can't offer an explanation, the trial's over, right? Yeah, but... Exactly. Now then, please present to this court proof that the witness had a motive. Mr. Wellington's motive is right here. What is this? A list? These phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone the defendant found, and we have determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group. You looked all those numbers? Looked up all those numbers? Of course. It's the phone numbers. I didn't get that last bit. The names and numbers belong to people who are members of a certain con artist group. What? Con artists? Can you explain why these numbers were in your phone, Mr. Wellington? This is an outrage. An invasion of privacy. Looking at the phone numbers of a person's phone is a worse crime than murder. No, it's not. I don't care, Mr. Wellington. King! I do not give a shit. All I want is for you to tell us what this list is about. You think any of you, know what it's like to be a refined man such as me? Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering the witness. Objection overruled. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have numbers of a group of con artists on his phone? Isn't that obvious? The witness is a member. Also, mostly it was a refined man. Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group. No! All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. If anyone wanted to look into these phone numbers, it would be all over for you. That is why you had to kill. No! This is too much! Are you sure? Maybe if you hadn't killed a policeman, you wouldn't be in this mess. That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, would you care to explain? I got you now. That police officer. Your Honor, what is it, Mr. Payne? Your Honor, this is unjustified battering of the witness. You said the exact same only a few seconds ago. Please let's think about the content of that phone call. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and give this back. The defendant had already promised that she would return the phone. After all Mr. Wellington had to do was meet Miss Burr to get his phone back. Why then would he need to kill anyone? It's a valid point. What does the defense think about this? If you think about it logically, then it makes sense. Then maybe we should be thinking outside the box. Yeah, let's think like that. Let's see. Maybe that slimeball saw something at a crime scene that made him commit murder. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? Well, I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner. If he was promised his phone, why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant? I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him when he got there. Well, Mr. Wright, what was this something that he didn't agree with the witness? What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim. The victim? You mean Dustin Prince? Dustin Prince had gone on his date right after his shift was over. With no time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform. Oh. The girl that picked up my phone is with a policeman. He couldn't have known they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid that the policeman would ask a few questions before returning the phone. If I do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible they'd already run a check on the phone. And he went into a panic, is what you're saying. Exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform. Make sense? Mr. Payne, do you have any comments? I'm thinking. It seems the truth has come out at last. The witness, Mr. Wellington, you are... Losing it. Impressive. Not bad for a person with a third-rate education. This man went to law school. It's not a third-rate education. He went to law school. Albeit, for gay reasons. To see his, special Miles Edgeworth again. That's the only reason he went to law school. Gay. But he still went to law school. What's that supposed to mean? The evidence. Evidence! Ugh, that guy's really creeping me out. All you've been waving around and talking about is that suspicious cell phone. Suspicious number this. Suspicious con group that. They're all on that phone. But who's to say that phone is really mine? What's your proof? Your evidence? What, proof that this phone is yours? I already told you earlier. The phone I lost, I've already found it. You don't have even the slightest idea who the phone in your hand belongs to. But you can't be sure it isn't mine, you simpleton. What? Feels good to see you squirm. We do have a problem on our hands with this phone. Whose phone is it? Without knowing that, it's meaningless as evidence. Your Honor, this is bad. I can't let him turn the tables on me like this. Cell phone. There's gotta be something I've overlooked. There's got to be, maybe. Fingerprints on the phone? I've got it. We should check for fingerprints. Fingerprints? Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington must have left some prints on this phone. Nick, don't you remember when you got that from Maggie, you wiped it off? What? You said there was sand all over it, so... Wiped it? I wiped it? Pretty thoroughly, too. You dipshit. So much for watching third-rate trash babble like morons among themselves. Hey, you caught it! Nice job, Ace. Ugh, he's made a complete recovery. How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here, you see. Oh, and incidentally, you can't check the numbers stored on this phone. It must have been glitched because all the numbers just magically disappeared. You've got to be joking. Erased all the numbers I was going to use as evidence. Mr. Wellington? What's this? By the tone of your voice, it sounds like you still have some fight left in you. Where did you find your cell phone? Oh, you are too much. Of course you have no idea what I'm talking about. Oh my god, now I remember! Looks like they hung up. Ah, good. I finally found it. The dude that whacked him on the head. So that's when... What's wrong, Mr. Attorney? What the harsh glare in your eyes? Nick, you've worked so hard to get this far, but if you don't do something quick, he's going to get us scot-free. I know. I know this phone has to be his, but how am I supposed to prove something like that? Mr. Wright, if you cannot prove who the owner of that cell phone is, your indictment has no basis and therefore no power. It looks like you came up a penny short. Where did I go wrong? Don't blame yourself. You're merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? There's something you haven't figured out for yourself yet. Who I am? The court hereby concludes the cross-examination. That'll be all. I have to bid you gentlemen and ladies goodbye. I have a reservation at the ultra-fancy restaurant on the upper side of town. Thank you for your assistance. You've had a stressful day, so please, bon appetit. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just let it go at that? Raise an objection. Please wait, Your Honor. Oh, right, Nick! I think I may be able to prove it. Prove it? Prove what, Mr. Wright? Everything. Your Honor, the cross-examination has already ended. Besides, the defense is just going to badge the witness with more inane questions. I will not harass the witness. You will not harass the witness. Is that clear, Mr. Wright? Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney. Please, Your Honor. Very well, but this is your last chance, Mr. Wright. You may present one piece of evidence to the court. You get one shot at this. You cannot prove everything. It's over, for your client and for you. You fully understand. I'm sure you are well aware, Your Honor, but the cross-examination period has ended. Were you paying attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Mr. Wright could present only one more piece of evidence. Oh. Now then, Mr. Wright, this is your last chance. It all comes down to this. It's go time. Please present the one piece of evidence that will explain everything. Why, thank you. How nice. Here, please have one of mine. It's written in fancy script. The ink is strong and clear, but I still can't read it. You ever stretch and then your eyes go on strike? Yes. Often. Wait, what are we doing? This isn't the time to be exchanging business cards. Your Honor, there is something very important about that card, and that is the back of the card. This card is important because of what is on the back. You wrote your cell phone number on the back, but that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your cell phone? Huh? Right now? The court is still in session. It's okay. You'll see. Okay, if you say so. Is the defense preparing something, Mr. Wright? We're going to call my cell phone now, and then the court will see everything for what it is. Of all the idiotic, stupid things to. The Steel Samurai tune! I fucking love this tune. It's great. What? Why is my phone? What is with this stupid sounding ringtone? Mr. Wellington? How strange. I could almost swear that you're holding my phone. You're... Ah! No, 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 no! You can't. By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. I don't think I need to explain any further, except to say, when you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. Dude made himself pass out. So that is what happened. You were knocked out by Mr. Willington. He's a man who lives on his pride and self-image alone, and in order to hide his involvement with the con artist group, he has become paranoid and lost all ability to make rational judgments. Then Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding. It's Mr. Wellington's, naturally. Did the guy just choke himself out in court? Yep. Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne? Ah, he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Kinky. Yeah. Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird, not guilty. I love the people who say that the confetti is all gumshoe because of the victory shot you get after Edgeworth's case. Like, it's like, you see Gumshoe throwing confetti once for the victory thing, and now it's just headcanoned by the whole fandom that every single time you see confetti in the games, it's Gumshoe throwing it, and it's great. I absolutely love it. That is all. This court is adjourned. I knew that the real you would shine through eventually. I'm so moved by what you've done for me, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I feel really bad for Dustin. He didn't do anything to deserve this. That's probably because of me. Huh? My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Your whole life? It can't be that bad, can it? Since I was 6 months old when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building. I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of food, failed at almost every test I've ever taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster, and never won or even tied at a game of tic-tac-toe. My life has really been nothing but a string of disasters. That is, pretty bad. Up until I went to college, I was known as the Goddess of Misfortune. And then at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless. Lady Luckless? What's worse is that my misfortune always seems to latch onto those around me. What do you mean? When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help. Ah, that's right, you were talking about this earlier. It happened again recently too, sir. There's an old lady pacing back and forth by the pedestrian crosswalk. Gave up my hand, and before I knew it, we were having dinner at my house. Oh, I'm sure that Dustin's gone because of me. That's not true. That glove didn't even have any sort of special meaning. It's just a present to say thanks for covering one of my night shifts. Oh, I see. Everything is all my fault. Dustin's death, your head being all messed up. Oh, well, I don't think my head is all that messed up yet. I'm going to find a new life for myself starting now. The next time we meet, I'm sure I'll have found a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then, sir. I doubt it. Yeah, after all, the Goddess of Misfortune is only a name. You bet. I'm gonna make it, I promise. Next time we meet, I'll only be an unlucky person instead of a goddess. Yeah, that's the spirit. Well, Mr. Wright, Maya, I should get going. Okay, good luck to you. Thanks. You take care of yourselves too. Bye, Maggie. I'm sure we'll be seeing you again at some point. What a horrible day. Got my memory back, but things are still a little fuzzy. But you're okay, and that's what counts. You really had me worried. Come on, let's go back to the office. Afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but who are you? What? I thought you said you got your memory back. At that moment, everything really did come back to me. Detective Gumshoe. He's someone I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases, but he's also been a good ally during others. The judge. He's a lovable, kind old man who's easily swayed by other people's opinions. But in the end, he always comes up with the right verdict. I think I need to go get some food. Well, it is like 1 our time. This person, I haven't got a clue. Seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaking me for someone else. He's a pain in the ass. And this girl, Maya, you finally remembered! This is Maya Fey, my assistant. That's right, I have so many unforgettable memories about her. For example, her getting accused of murder multiple times. It's well known that she gets accused of murder multiple times. This poor girl. Earth to Nick, what's wrong? You keep staring at me. Don't tell me you've missed me. Well, yeah, I suppose I have. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Oh? Well, I'm glad. Well, I'm back now. So it's time for us to create new memories together. Oh, well, that's fun. Yeah. Phoenix has a lot up his sleeve dealing with Amira. And the Faye family in general. Alright, sounds good. All the phone numbers on my phone were erased by Mr. Wellington. I guess I have to start it from the very beginning. Come on, Nick. Let's go to our usual burger joint. Okay. Actually, it hasn't even been that long since she came back into my life. Yeah, she came into about 5 minutes ago. A story. The story began on one rainy afternoon 2 months ago. Episode 1. That was no accident. Unfortunately, I can't, go out of it. I was murdered by that person. We'll get into it next time. I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Eenie? I finally see you again. It's not my fault you didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person. But that wasn't you. It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. This is what I mean. She gets accused of murder multiple times. Probably something like this happened. Evidence of that gloomy rainy afternoon that started this whole mess. Keep playing through my mind. Yeah, I'm sure they did. Can I leave now? I can. Okay. Yeah, we can go back to that later. Next stream. Right on. Nice. Okay. Oh. Stretched too hard and my rib started aching. Love when that happens. We shall see. Crossing my fingers for you, man. Oh, lunch is ready. So I finished at an optimal time as well. Sweet. Okay, well, that was the... yeah, maybe don't break your ribs. Yeah. I don't fancy breaking them either. Perfect timing. Well, that was the first episode / tutorial level of the second game. We'll get back into the rest of it later. But yeah, I do miss this game. It's been fun. I'm hearing a lot of thumping and I don't know why. Well, I'll find out in a minute. Anyway. Yeah. we'll get into the next episode. Oh, missed the right horn. Alright. That sucks. We'll get into the next episode next stream. Alright. Well, I hope you all have a good day, week, month, and I will see you all in the next stream. Yeah, we hopefully stop Maya from getting a guilty verdict. Again. Bye!